Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Philadelphia Eagles joint training camp practice day 2 with the Cleveland Browns. You thought that they really did a good job yesterday and really just pummeled the Browns, but today they destroyed the Browns. Not just offensively, but defensively as well. They did a fantastic job. This team is getting better by the day, and I could see it. I understand it's training camp. There's only so much we can look at and see, but I got to say, like, in all the news I'm hearing about Jalen Hurts, the accuracy, the patience in the pocket, what he's done so far, Nick, and especially what Nick Sirianni said at his press conference today, got to be happy about it, and just having patience, going through his checkdowns. I mean, it looks like he has gotten better, and hopefully we see this during the regular season. But as we all know, we have to go over this second day of joint practices with the Browns because we'll have walkthroughs tomorrow, and then we'll have the practice on Sunday. The game on Sunday at 1 o'clock, which I'm very excited for. Should treat it like a dress rehearsal. We'll see. We're not going to find out probably anything till tomorrow on how long the starters are going to be in. Hopefully for a quarter at least. Give me a quarter, and I'll be happy about it. So I want to go over first. I'm going to be all over the place. We know how all this goes. I want to go over the injuries first, and pretty much it's been the same thing. It's nothing different. Miles Sanders still out. Most likely he's not playing. He's not playing this Sunday. He's not playing the third preseason game because most starters don't play in that game anyway. He will most likely just show up day 1. Week 1 against the Lions, most likely. So wouldn't count on Miles Sanders getting any reps whatsoever. Now, Grant Calcaterra is on a limited basis, which I was really happy about. He was in full pads doing specific work, which is good. You got Jack Stahl, you got Togai, you got Dallas Goedert. So you have a few tight ends that are competing for that number 2 spot. Well, not Dallas Goedert, but you know what I mean. A few tight ends are competing for that number 2 spot. Totally understand. I wanted Calcaterra in this competition. He's been hurt since July 30th. He's been out a long time. Is he going to be a full go for Sunday? I'm not really sure. I'm not going to really put my hopes up for it because putting him in the third preseason game, is that going to make him make the team? They did it with Jay Jaw last year, and look what, he made the team as a wide receiver last year in that third preseason game, having a monster game against 4th, 5th stringers. So, I don't know what's going to be the future of Calcaterra. I don't think he's playing Sunday. I think, he's just limited today. So would another 2 days actually help? I don't know. He might have just missed the mark. I feel like if he practiced this whole week, maybe he'd have more of a chance. But I want him to get reps on Sunday if he can. But like I said, we have to wait and see what happens. And it's a shame that guys like this get hurt. I was very big on Calcaterra coming here and really making some noise. So we'll see. But I'm going to be jumping back and forth, offense, defense. The Eagles just destroyed the Browns. Destroyed them today. One-on-ones today was just fantastic. I couldn't really complain at all. You had Devontae Smith playing his foot against Greedy Williams, getting that separation, stretching out his arms over the pylon for the touchdown today. Greedy Williams has been getting destroyed during this camp, and Devontae Smith has been making it known to have the best route runner, best route running skills, and has been showing it, not just against our own team, but against another team, which is really scary. I think you had Britton Covey actually had some good catches today. A 1v1s, he had a double move on Herb Miller. But Minshew overthrew the ball. Minshew is just having a bad day. He had a better day today, but he still made a lot of mistakes. So a good move by Britton Covey, but Minshew overthrew, which really sucks. The 7-on-7s were really interesting today. The scrimmages were interesting today. You had Gardner Minshew with a touchdown to Rager, 5 yards in the end zone. So there's a lot of red zone stuff going on. You had Hurts on the 7-on-7, back shoulder touchdown to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown had a fantastic day today. He caught, I think, 2 to 3 touchdowns today from Jalen Hurts. And this was over A.J. Green. Cam Jurgens stonewalled. And I don't know who it was against because the beat writers were trying to figure out who it was against. But Cam Jurgens was not only did good on just decleating somebody off the ground, and Jeff Stoutland on the sideline was flipping out over it and so happy. They threw a screen pass to Dallas Goedert, and you just see him going upfield and just taking on as many blocks as possible, being very aggressive. Cam Jurgens is, I know Kelsey's out. Cam's going to get a lot of reps, and we know that. I think it's good that Cam's getting the reps now. And I'm not saying that he wouldn't have got the reps, but by the time that the regular season comes along, he might not get any reps. I don't know. I mean, he's showing way too much for me to say to keep him on the bench this year. I would try to cross-train him in the right guard. That was the rumor that was going around about Cam Jurgens, but it's hard for me to say to sit him for the year behind Kelsey because this man could probably play right now. So I would like to see if he's better than Isaac Samalo or something like that. It would be pretty cool. Quez Watkins had a red zone touchdown today, so another strong day. We haven't heard his name in a bit, but Quez has been having a pretty good camp. Now Mulata and Myles Garrett had a fight today, and they both took their helmets off and they got in each other's face. So it was pretty cool. You know, Mulata's just the new bodyguard in Philadelphia and this quarterback and this team because he lets nothing fly with him. So it's been kind of crazy. Now AJ Brown had another. Now AJ Brown and Greedy Williams got taught. I mean, he got mossed today by AJ Brown. Not only getting beat by Devontae Smith on 1-on-1s, but 7-on-7s on I think it was a fade pass, 50-50 ball, and AJ Brown went up and caught that thing. I mean, easily. Just insane how these receivers are playing. I mean, I never seen so much production from receivers in an offseason ever. We know what skill set that A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith bring to the table, but holy crap, it's been nuts. Jack Stahl with a touchdown in the end zone today. Minshew threw it in the red zone drills today, which is good. So Jack Stahl, I don't know who's going to make that second tight end position. I have no idea. If I was to guess, it'd probably be Jack Stahl. But I've been actually liking a lot of what Tagai has been doing between the first preseason game and some of these practices too. So, I mean, it might be Stahl because I don't know how good Tagai is on his blocking, but his, but Jack Stahl, his blocking is very good. I would like to see him in the receiving game a little bit. You know, I mean, as a number 2 tight end, you have to be in this receiving game. I mean, they use him as they let him do the dirty work. He blocks a lot, so it is what it is. Now, interesting enough, when Jack Stahl caught that touchdown, it was bobbled. So it was a bobbled touchdown. So pretty much he bobbled the ball, fell in the end zone, and Sirianni was yelling at him today. 2 hands on the effing football, was yelling at him today. So I like Sirianni is, when it comes to when you're a tight end or a receiver, especially Sirianni used to be a receiver, he's very, he's on these receivers, and that's good. I mean, the receivers need to push, and the tight ends, like I said, they're both catching the football regardless of whether you're a tight end or you're a wide receiver. You're blocking or you're catching, one or the other. So Sirianni was on Jack Stahl today for bobbling the football a little bit, so been kind of crazy. Goddard had another touchdown 10 yards out on DeAnthony Bell today. A.J. Brown, another touchdown front corner of the end zone, toe tapped. Hurts rolled to his right and threw a beautiful ball to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, I think, had 3 touchdowns today. I mean, it's been crazy. The A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts connection has been really good. And then Britton Covey actually had a touchdown today from Reed Sinnott. Which was really good, so which counted. And that was really towards the end of the practice for the offense. So offensively was just great. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jack Stahl, you name it. I mean, Quez Watkins, it was a very productive day. But when you see 2 players that are making explosive plays consistently with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, you're going to have a problem this year. Teams are going to have a problem. And this is only 7-on-7s. I mean, this is without a blocking. This is with a blocking scheme. This is with, you're not, they're probably running the ball. I heard nothing much about how they ran the ball today, so maybe there's news on that. So I don't really know what Miles out. Gainwell was probably the number 1 running back today. But like I said, it's a monster day. I haven't seen this much production of receivers since we had Macklin and Avant and the rest of these guys. I don't even, Deshaun Jackson, I don't even know when the last time we were this explosive. I understand it's training camp and people are telling me, I read the comment sections and people are like, I don't know how you get excited about, who can't get excited about this? How can you not get excited? Okay, that's all I got to say about that. Defensively, okay, it was a really monstrous day today. Nakobe Dean almost had a pick today. He actually stopped a touchdown from happening in the end zone, which is great. So Nakobe Dean, another strong day, which I think will have a bigger role when it comes to the first week versus the Lions. Very excited. Now, Reddick had a sack on Brissett. You had Sweat had a sack on Watson. Multiple sacks for Josh Sweat today. He had a fantastic day today. Even Lane Johnson talked about, what is it like blocking Jadeveon Clowney? It reminds me of Josh Sweat. And I'm like, man, is Josh Sweat going to have a monster year this year? I mean, look, if I would say maybe from what he's getting paid, should have a 7 to 10 sack year, but guy should be very disruptive, especially if he's in, if Hassan Reddick is moving to linebacker. I think Josh Sweat is your starter next to Hargrave, and if Reddick is in at defensive end, I could see Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat in the second rotation on the outside between Milton Williams and Jordan Davis, which I'm hoping a big year for Josh Sweat. So got to have a better year this year, and very excited for it. Kaiser White had a near pick today as well. I mean, Kaiser White's just always been very smart player, always been in the right spot at the right time. I have a feeling that Kaiser White's going to be a Pro Bowler this year. I feel like he's going to have a big underrated year this year, and it's going to be amazing. Now, Fletcher Cox had a tackle for loss in the backfield, which is great. I haven't heard much about Fletcher Cox this whole training camp, but obviously probably had some rest days. Probably don't play him that much. Fletcher's probably not going to play him in this preseason. I mean, who knows if he's playing this preseason game? I don't know how they're treating the older veterans in this preseason game, so I'm not really sure what they're going to do. Marlon T, our 6th-round pick defensive tackle from last year, which I do think is our number 5 defensive tackle between Fletch, Hargrave, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, and number 5 is going to be Marlon T. Number 6, Wernell Wren, that's probably going to be on practice squad. So I think, he had pressure today. He got pressure on Watson today and pretty much almost sacked him. And then he forced an incomplete pass by Watson. So Marlon T, they've been lining him up mostly as a nose tackle, and he's been doing really good. He bulked up a little bit this offseason. He's been having a really good day. I mean, pressure has been there. So Marlon T might be your number 5. I'm not saying he's got a lot of speed, but he's definitely gotten a lot faster than he did last year, which is great. And really, other than that, guys, that's it. I mean, it was a monster day. I mean, the Browns offense came on, and I mean, they were 3 and out a few times. I mean, they couldn't even get a yard down the field. The Eagles defense literally owned the day. I mean, this is a team that traveled to Cleveland, and they're just beating the crap out of them. I mean, really just beating the crap out of them since they've been there. Yesterday, the defense, gave up a couple 25-plus yard passes, and defensively, but today they couldn't even get a yard on. They couldn't even get a yard on the Eagles today. I mean, it was crazy. Couldn't even get a yard on them. So I'm excited, guys. Look, it's joint practices. I understand you could take it. There's no live tackling. I understand it. Quarterbacks aren't getting tackled. Totally understand. Trust me. I go through this every year. But it's exciting to see, and you just use the observation to look at some of these players and to see how far they have come from the first day of training camp. The chemistry definitely being number 1. This is the point of training camp where you already have that chemistry built and you have to use it against another team. And I like that this team is built, beats on another team, because it's better, because these players know each other when they're practicing against each other. They know the weakness and strengths of all these players when they're facing each other. When you face another team, it's different, and then Sunday we're going to see a live game on Sunday, between the Eagles and Browns at 1:00. So, how they're going to treat that game as a dress rehearsal, a quarter, a half. I mean, look, if I wanted, I'd put starters in for a half, but at least I would want to put them in for a quarter. It would make me happy to see some of this. I want to see A.J. Brown actually get his first pass in preseason if they could do it. If not, I don't care. I don't really care about the fan service. I just want them to be productive. I mean, they didn't even pass to A.J. Brown against the Jets last week, and Devontae Smith wasn't even playing, and they looked pretty productive. So it was good to see it. And like I said, it's only preseason, it's only training camp, but what you're seeing here is not smoke and mirrors. What you're seeing here is something that you could be seeing during the season. It's not like we have players that are bad, that are looking good. It's players that already have good reputations right now, and Devontae Smith is going to have a monster year this year. A.J. Brown is obviously looking to have a vengeful year this year. Last year having over 800 yards, and getting that trade, getting paid the money that he wanted, and, you know, it's going to be a good thing. I got a good feeling about it. This camp has been fantastic. This joint practice has been fantastic. Eagles dominating for 2 days. Today was the domination. Yesterday, they dominated. Today, they destroyed. I mean, they overtook everything. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. You guys let me know what you guys are excited for from these joint practices. Are you excited about Sunday versus the Browns? What are you going to be looking for towards that matchup this week? And how long do you think the stars should be in this game before they are pulled out? Because we're not going to see these stars for another few weeks. Because they're not playing any of these stars throughout the third week. The main guys, pretty much. You know, some guys will get some backups, will get some reps. But that's pretty much it. And I will see you guys on the next one. SHAKESQUAD up, follow us on. Peace out, guys. Peace.